call people working in the background. Yeah. All right.
My name is Aidan. I'm 21 years old.
Let's start with the basics. How many competitions have you competed in so far, and how have you placed?
I've competed in 2 competitions throughout my amateur bodybuilding career. The first show I didn't place at all. This show that I recently did this past Saturday, I placed 5th in both Classic Physique Novice and Classic Physique Open Class B.
Tell us about this most recent show. How did it feel stepping on stage this time?
I felt a lot more confident, and I knew what to do this go-around, as well as what was expected of me as a competitor with everyone else on stage. I actually listened to what my coach had said. I did everything to a T. Mainly that was just due to my obsession with making sure everything is perfect, which is both a gift and a curse, I would say, in the bodybuilding lifestyle.
What made this show different from the others you've done in the past?
I was a lot smarter, I would say. I did a lot more research on what was needed, as well as I made a lot more adjustments to my sleep schedule. Being on track, I was in bed at this time, asleep at this time, and I woke up at this time. I didn't stay I didn't rot in bed as most people do. I had to get up to train myself to get in that structure. Mm-hmm. I just didn't schedule my body correctly. I used to work out late at night, which is what I saw a lot of other competitors and bodybuilders do, and I thought, okay, this is what I need to do, but goes to show not every shoe will fit you.
What originally got you into bodybuilding? And what made you take that leap into actually competing?
Classic story of being, the fat kid in high school, and through most of school, honestly. One day I kind of just asked my mom, hey mom, I want to get in the gym. She said, okay, before I, spend the money on a membership, train at home for a month, and if you're consistent with it, then we'll do it. And from there, I trained for a month at home. I got my first gym membership, and ever since 2021, I've fell in love with the process, and I saw bodybuilding, and I was like, I want to do that.
Was there a specific moment, person, or experience that made you say, I want to be on that stage?
I would say it was just looking in the mirror one day, and it was just I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with who I saw looking back at me at all.
What keeps you motivated through the prep, the sacrifices, and the grind of the sport?
I'd say the motivation is yourself for a good majority of the time for me. And on that other end of the stick, sometimes the motivation can't be you. It has to be someone, like my family, my friends, or just the goal of not quitting. Sacrifices in prep was a lot of life. I did have to sacrifice going out with friends, because a lot of everyone in my age group, we like to hang out late at night. They like to drink. I don't really drink a lot. It's not my thing. I had to sacrifice when I was in relationships going out on date nights, because I had to have my food prepped, had to eat it at this certain time. So you do have to sacrifice a lot in prep.
What's your favorite part of the entire bodybuilding process? Training, prep, stage time, post-show.
I would say all of it. All of it is my favorite, just to see how your body evolves and how you yourself as an athlete and competitor learn what works for you, how your training can be more intense, and how you learn what foods work best for you compared to other people, and what foods don't work for you.
On the flip side, what part do you dread the most or find the most mentally draining?
I would say in prep would be the last 10 weeks when food goes away, when we start cutting water and we start the depletion. That is the part I dread. My family dreads it. My coach dreads it. It's a struggle. Yeah, they definitely lose their son. My friends lose their friend for a while.
How do you juggle the demands of competing with work and your personal life?
Competing definitely did take a lot of my personal life. Work life, I work in the gym, so it's not as difficult. I do have to work around eating during my shift. Sometimes I'll eat before my shift, and if I get a 10-minute break, I'll eat during that. Or I'll eat at the front desk, just not during our busy times.
Do you find that bodybuilding helps or hinders your professional and personal relationships? How do you find balance?
I would definitely say it helps in your personal life, as you feel more confident in your own skin, you are more outgoing, and on that same note, it can definitely hinder it when it is time to be in prep for competition. You're cutting, because for me personally, I like things to be done to a T. I like things to be done on the dot every time because it keeps me on track.
Is there a way you tie your fitness lifestyle into your career or personal identity outside the gym?
I would say I mentioned that I bodybuilding, but I don't try to make that my entire personality, as a lot of people I've seen definitely make bodybuilding or the gym their personality, and then they don't have anything other than that, and it's just not a good look for you out in the real world.
After OCB Baltimore, you mentioned taking a break. What made you decide that? And what's next for you long term?
So after this past competition, we are definitely going to wait for get feedback from the judges and take a very long 4-year off season just so I can get my career and be able to enjoy life, as well as save, as competing is a lot of money on you with the supplements, the food being one of the biggest. And still, even in the off season, food is the biggest expenditure on your wallet, but also just signing up for the competition, getting the hotel, getting the tan, getting your suit. It is a lot of money.
You mentioned your career. Are you joining the service?
Yes, I do plan on joining the military here soon. I plan to take my ASVAB either next week or the week after next week, just to give my brain some time to study more and feel actually ready. As I'm still catching up mentally, and my brain function is steadily coming back to normal. Air Force, I was recommended by a lot of my friends and family to join Air Force.
What are your future goals in bodybuilding? Do you see yourself returning to the stage or shifting gears entirely?
I want to go pro naturally. I definitely want to do that in the OCB, go pro naturally, and then once that happens, I will move on to the NPC and go pro naturally in there.
Looking back, what's one mistake or regret you've had in your bodybuilding journey? Something you do differently now?
I definitely try to make more time for my family and to not let bodybuilding consume me. I'm also trying to learn to relax a bit on myself, as again, as I've mentioned before, everything being to a T definitely can be stressful, and I do get caught up in the obsession of making sure, okay, this gram has to be this exact gram, or this water intake has to be this water intake. And even with coming out of stage, I'm having a little hard time looking in the mirror, as like being stage lean, you're like, wow, I look fantastic. And then you get that post-show meals with the water, you look a little fluffier, you're holding on to more water, which is normal, because stage lean, I'm so having to remind myself currently, even today, and it's only been, I think, 3 days post-show, that being stage lean is not a normal thing to be. It's not sustainable all the year round.
What advice would you give to someone thinking about stepping on stage for the first time, especially in a natural show?
I would say enjoy it. Don't let it consume who you are and what your purpose in life is. And also that food will always be there. Food's not going anywhere. It will be, when you're in prep, it will be taken away, but it's going to come back.
If you could sum up everything this sport has taught you in one sentence, what would it be?
Be patient. Be patient.
That's good. That's it, man. I'm done.
Thank you.